Every single day, billions of people move across cities, highways, oceans, and skies, while an invisible system follows all of them. Not through camera, not through police, not even through the internet, but signals coming from thousands of kilometers above Earth. Right now, something in space knows where you are, at what speed you are heading in which direction you are heading in, and in which exact road you are standing in. It guides aeroplanes through storm, it helps ships to cross oceans, and it tracks the delivery rider through the crowded cities. Yes, you heard it right. Even the delivery partners which deliver your food at your doorstep is heavily dependent on it. And the strangest part, most of the people use this technology even without ever understanding how this technology actually works. But what if this system suddenly disappeared? Flights would struggle to navigate, ships would lose its positioning, banking network would face timing problems, and the emergency services would slow down. Modern civilization has been deeply dependent on something which most of the people never think about. A silent network circling above our planet every second. And what exactly is this technology, and how did humanity build a system which can locate billions of people with a terrifying accuracy? Welcome to Archonforge, a place where engineering is not just about machines, buildings, and technology, but the stories behind them. Here we explore the hidden systems that run our world, the inventions that change the civilization, the megastructures built against the impossible odds, and the technology shaping the future. From satellites in space to cities in Earth, this is Archonforge. By now, you might have guessed which technology I might be talking about. The technology I am talking about is none other than GPS. GPS stands for the Global Positioning System. I guess most of you have heard of GPS, but not its full form, which is the Global Positioning System. The Global Positioning System is a massive network orbiting around the Earth which helps us to determine the exact location. Today, GPS feels normal, but the technology behind it is one of the greatest engineering achievements in the human history. The story of GPS begins during one of the most tense periods of the human history, the Cold War. After World War II, United States and the Soviet Union both were competing with each other in terms of military power, space exploration, and other different types of technologies. Both the nations wanted an advantage, and both the nations wanted to be at number one in every aspect. One of the biggest military challenge at that time was navigations. Aircraft flying across continents, submarines hidden deeply underwater, and the missiles traveling thousands of kilometers. All of this required extremely accurate positioning. Traditional navigation systems were slow and unreliable. Small error in location could mean missing a target by kilometers. The military needed something revolutionary. A system capable of determining a position anywhere on the earth and at any moment of time. Then came a moment that changed the history. In 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first ever artificial satellite ever sent into space. As Sputnik passed over United States, American scientists began tracking its radio signals, and they noticed something unusual. The frequency of the signal changed as the satellite moved across the sky. This phenomena is known as Doppler Effect. You can experience it by yourself when an ambulance drives past you. As it approaches, the siren sounds higher. As it moves away, the siren sounds lower. The sound isn't actually changing. It's the motion between you and the ambulance that changes how the sound reaches to your ears. The same thing was happening with Sputnik's radio signal. As the satellite moved closer to the observer, the signal frequencies appeared higher, while on the other hand, as it moved away, the frequencies appeared lower. And that's when scientists realized something remarkable. If they already knew satellites' exact position and speed, they could determine the exact position of the observer on the Earth. For the first time, the idea of determining location using satellite seemed possible, a concept that would eventually evolve into one of the most important technologies ever created, the GPS. This discovery became the foundation for the future satellite navigation systems. Over the next few decades, the United States military continued to develop this technology. More advanced satellites were launched into the orbit and highly accurate atomic clocks were installed on board. Complex tracking systems were created. Eventually, this network evolved into what we know as GPS today. Originally, GPS, the global positioning system, was designed for the use of military only. But later, civilian access was opened across the world. And today, billions of people use this technology every single day without even realizing its origin were born from war, space competition, and from a small satellite called Sputnik. Right now, around 30 GPS satellites are orbiting the Earth continuously. Each satellite constantly sends signal containing its exact location and the exact time the signal was sent. Your phone receives these signals, then it calculates how long it took the signals to arrive. Since radio signals travel at the speed of light, your phone can calculate the distance from each satellite. One satellite is not enough, but using signals from multiple satellites, your phone can determine your location, movement, direction, and even the altitude. All this happens within a second inside a device that is kept in your pocket. But GPS has a major challenge: timing. GPS satellites use extremely accurate atomic clocks because even tiny timing errors can create massive location errors. And there's another problem. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time moves slightly different in space as compared to Earth. If these differences is ignored, then GPS would become inaccurate by kilometers every single day. So yes, your phone's navigation system is heavily dependent on Einstein's physics. Today, GPS powers much more than maps. It is used in airplanes, ships, military system, farming technology, disaster management, ride apps, banking system, and delivery services. Modern infrastructure quietly depends on GPS every second. Without it, many systems which we take for granted would struggle to function. GPS completely changed the human navigation. Its advantages are obvious: accurate navigation, faster transportation, global connectivity, improved frequency response, and lastly, better logistics and communication. But GPS also has its own disadvantages, because we all know every coin has its two sides. Heavy dependence on GPS can create problems if the system fails. Privacy concern has become a major issue because we all know tracking location has been extremely common nowadays. And in wars or cyber attacks, GPS systems can be attacked or it can be jammed by other systems. A technology which has made our life easier has also made us more dependent on it. From ancient sailors using stars to billions of smartphones using satellite, the human navigation has evolved beyond imagination. And right now, somewhere above Earth, silent satellites might be answering your single question: where are you? And signing off from this video, and will welcome you in the next. Ta-da!